Well done. I am Shalador, young one, and I think you'll return that book to Velost. Tell her fire will show her the words.
great, and
The black market is closed. This one has inventories to catalog, and my assistant has yet to return. I sent him to retrieve a package, but he never came back. Bother someone else, please. You don't take a hint very well, do you? To answer your question, this market buys and sells certain items of historic value. We maintain an extensive list of wealthy collectors, and are always on the lookout for specific relics. Why do you ask? You want to know about Margus? Interesting. Very well. Perform a service, and this one will tell you what you want to know. Locate my assistant and bring him back. Or at least tell me if it is time to hire a new one. Good help is so hard to find. This one sent Argar to an old ruin. He was to pick up a package from some thieves we do business with and bring it to me. Here, let me mark the location on your map. Go find out what happened to him. Then, I will tell you about Margus Darius.
If you're looking for information, then you've come to the right place. I am the most knowledgeable broker in the refuge. On the other hand, if you work for the town guard, I have no idea what we're talking about. Well, information is my primary business, and business is good. Which reminds me, I never give anything away for free, especially information. Perform a favor for me. Then I'll tell you what I know about Margus Darius. The best kind. One that benefits us both. Allow me to mark a house on your map. Inside you'll find a crate that contains an elegant jacket. I am something of a snappy dresser, and I want that jacket. Bring it to me, and I'll tell you all about Margus.
a mask. I need a mask. Oh, and a cape. Yes, yes, though I can never find capes for sale. Oh, and a code name. Something that will make the guard tremble and the nobles eager to hand over their valuables. Something like the Purple Plague.
Were you successful? Do you have the tomes? Well done. You're already proving your worth to the guild. Sorry, did you say strange? What happened? Sheogorath? Labyrinthian's father, the Spell Mirror's forger. Are you speaking truly? And, this book's pages are blank. Why is it glowing? The spellwrights of the First Era used a special ink that would remain invisible until immersed in arcane fire. Perhaps that's what he meant. We have a brazier nearby burning with such a fire. Let's see what the flames reveal. Cast the book into the arcane fire. Fear not, the pages will not burn. Sheogorath was the most famous archmage of the First Era. His dedication to spellcraft and his commitment to research were unmatched by any before or since. Most mages revere him, though he does have his critics. Sheogorath felt that one should earn the right to be called mage. He created many trials to test the spellcasting mettle of men and mer. His loudest detractors were those who failed those tests. What has the fire revealed? Complex indeed. Much of this is beyond my understanding, but here, this one is an attunement spell. We can summon Archmage Sheogorath himself. We'll need some ritual orbs. They'll focus your magicka, attune your life energies, and draw him to this place. The ritual will apparently also link your mind with his. It means that the Archmage will be able to guide you and speak to you whenever he chooses. Are you ready to the center? First, we attune your spirit to Sheogorath's. Ready. When you're set, use the orb before you.
I'll have his heart. Stranger, I'm bold to ask, but have you met a man named Denthis Ramori in the neighborhood? My worthless apprentice. He stole one of my spell books. Unfortunately for him, I am no fool. That book is protected by a ward invoking, Arche or Akatosh. I imagine he regrets taking that book now. Why? I want my spell book back, and I want to flay him alive. You can search for him, or his brother might know where he is. Dethys favors the tavern nearby. Oh, and please, don't mention the flaying.
Knew it. I was right in choosing you. I can sense. Yes, the aura around you glows with good fortune. You will be the one to help me complete my final task. What I hope to accomplish is difficult, perhaps impossible. It will require great strength of spirit. I sense this strength in you. That is what drew us together in the ruins. A storm rages towards us, Adept. War has come to Tamriel, and the mages of this great guild must have quarter. I intend to offer them a safe haven, a sanctuary where they may study in peace. I created that sanctuary centuries ago. It was stolen from me by an agent of chaos, and magically transported to the Shivering Isles. To recover the island, we must locate 4 hidden tomes. This is the task of which I speak. They are being held in the place known as Cheesemonger's Hollow. It is a realm of the mad god, Sheogorath. Stand by my side, and I will open a portal. Be careful. Sheogorath is not to be taken lightly. I lost the sanctuary because of his nimble tongue and mad stare. To protect my legacy, while this guild was, after my time, I accomplished much in Tamriel. I founded schools of magic, oversaw the construction of the Great Maze, and bore my spell mirror into battle. I know it. I laid powerful enchantments on my final resting place. When my legacy is threatened, I'm drawn back from Aetherius. My presence here is proof enough. The Three Banners War is a threat to every mage in Tamriel. I won't waste my time recounting his antics. Suffice it to say, he got the better of me. Bets were made, wagers were lost, and my sanctuary, Ivea, was pulled into his realm. My apprentices screaming all the while. He's known as the Daedric Prince of Madness, the Mad God. The Dunmer call him one of their four corners of the House of Troubles, and he's earned the title 1,000-fold. Don't take him too lightly. Madness comes in many forms. Sheogorath encompasses them all. He rules the Shivering Isles, but often takes an active interest in our world. That usually doesn't end well. Yes, an example of Sheogorath's humor. There are those that find his madness amusing. I am not one of those people. The Mad God would just as soon serve you an aged cheddar as he would flay the skin from your bones. Remember that.
Oh, how quaint. A mortal. Well, what is it? Here for some noble purpose, no doubt. Spell books? How pedestrian. As it happens, I'm feeling particularly charitable at present. I'll allow you to enter. After a test of your resolve. This isn't a lending library. If you want the spell books, you'll have to earn them. A portal has been opened, just behind you. Close it, and I'll grant you passage. Close the portal if you can, though you may want to deal with those scamps first. was unexpectedly competent, you'd make an adequate house servant. I don't suppose you'd consider it. The pay is meager, but the fringe benefits are appalling. Pity. The tomes you seek are beyond the door at the top of the stair. Once you're outside, follow the path. Just doing the Master's will. I will open the door for you. Oh, and mind the scamps. The little imps adore fresh flesh. Such children. Right this way. And please, try not to make a mess of things. Happy adventuring.
Look, Pop! Someone to play with you! Doesn't like you, does he? We have here. Puppy killer? Come to steal me books? What? Who? Where? What? When? Sometimes why? Speak up! Honesty is the best policy, as far as you know. Shalinor? Ho-ho! That pompous Nord and I go way back. I know what he wants. Indeed I do. Ha! His island. Wants to steal it back. How I love a challenge! Now where's the sport in that? I tell you what, I'll give you one book in exchange for your heart or lungs. Your choice. No, wait, I have a better idea. Let's have a contest. A contest wrapped in a mystery with an enigma glaze. Oh, what fun we'll have. A few tasks, the odd death trap, Nothing so difficult as, say, reassembling the Staff of Chaos or rebuilding the Numidium. Take the first book, Puppy Killer, and I'll give you an additional book for each test you pass. Are you game? Excellent! Cheese and cabbage for everyone! But wait, we should inform Shalidorable of our deal. With any luck, he'll die of embarrassment all over again. I can't wait to see the look on his face. If it's precious enough, I might hang it on the wall.
What's the meaning of this? Sheogorath!
You remembered. Ah, Shalador. You never ride, you never visit. Just now I made a deal with your lackey here. How long have you wanted those books? Eternity?
Your deals are hardly fair. What farce have you contrived this time?
Think of it as an adventure! Ha! And don't worry, I've got a surprise for you, too. I put a tiny curse on these books, just a small one. Long story short, Shal, you can never read these books.
Curse you, mad god!
Boring! Be more imaginative, Shal. Like, curse you, mad god! May you become cheese eternally gnawed by skeevers! Unfortunately, I have no more time for constructive criticism. Do stay in touch.
Curse the mad god. I don't know what game he's playing with you, but I do know the stakes. That's true. Though without my help, it will take Balast considerably longer to translate it. I'd like you to return and let her know the bad news. I'll send you back to Tamriel then. Are you ready?
Over here! We have much to discuss, you and I.
You radiate an aura of power. Does this mean you have the books? Tests? Well, that's a start, I suppose. What of Shalador? He was drawn away from here in a burst of light. Not good, not good. I'll start translating this right away, but I hope Shalador returns to help. Zarxus' backside! Then this is going to take a while. Check in at a guild hall from time to time. I'll leave word for you when I've finished. In the meantime, keep an eye out during your travels. There are many lost tomes scattered throughout Tamriel. Who knows, any one of these books may help us restore Shalador's lost island haven. Pardon me, I must begin this translation. These runes? Fascinating. Terrifying, isn't he? The will and attention of a child with the power of a Daedric prince. Well, look on the bright side. You're still upright on 2 legs. You're not inside out or bright purple or afflicted with new angry limbs. It could be worse.
Finally! I was beginning to think you'd never show up here. Glad to see that my calculations and speculations proved correct. I assumed you'd eventually show up here, and as usual, the Great Mage was right. Now, come closer. We have much to discuss, you and I recently received a message that was apparently meant for you, from an oracle. It came to me in a most unsettling manner. Anyway, I determined the chances of meeting you here, and there you are. Saves me the trouble of crafting a message stone. Well, I was about to portal to Alinor for a proper meal, but since you're here now, we might as well discuss that message. It came from Mariv, an oracle of the weird. I usually avoid soothsayers, but Mariv possesses a genuine talent. Down to the last syllable. Her predictions are open to interpretation, but what she said made me uneasy. A web of trouble. The island that went away, 3 dark princes, and your name. After that, she stopped responding to my projections. It means you need to find the Oracle and make sure she's all right. I enchanted a small boat to take you to an isolated part of Bankarai, near her last known location. And take this medallion of summoning. Use it to call upon me if the need arises. As it so happens, the Great Mage knows a great deal about a great many things. What else can I tell you before you go? Uneasy? I don't believe that's the word I used. Nevertheless, her prophetic verses tend to be loquacious and hauntingly beautiful. This one was terse. It mentioned trouble of some sort, a vanishing island and dark princes, probably Daedra. Well, trouble could mean almost anything, though nothing good. The island could refer to Artaeum, the home of the Psijic Order. It disappeared more than 300 years ago. And I have heard rumors about some sort of Daedric alliance. You'll have to take that up with the Oracle. I suppose you figured into her vision, or whatever it is that spawns her prognostications. If this message came from anyone else, I'd say it was some sort of ruse. Mariv, however, is the genuine article. Oracle Mariv belongs to the Weird, a sisterhood of witches that revere the natural world. Mariv started receiving visions at a young age. Over the years, she has provided the Mages Guild and the Psijic Order with warnings we could act upon. The usual sorts of dire predictions. Most recently, Mari foresaw the deaths of Kings Fulbert and Tamriel. She has an unusual knack, an ability to see into other realms as well as into possible futures. Makes her useful to the Psijic Order. Believe me, I tried. Mariv has always been a loner, even more so than her fellow Wirises. She said she had more to do and that you would come to save her. So get to it! Go save the Oracle! Then get her to tell you more about her vision. Surely you can puzzle that one out on your own. It will take you exactly where I told it to go. But the magic isn't permanent. Best get a move on. You don't want to be on that tiny boat in the middle of the ocean when the spell wears off. Give you the... What? Do you think I have a boat in my pocket? That it folds up and fits in your backpack? Ridiculous! It's nearby on the docks. I'll mark the location on your map. I did get the name the Oracle provided me with right, didn't I? I've magicked the medallion so that you can use it to call me to your location, provided the need is great and I'm not otherwise occupied. Be sure to save it for a special occasion.
Your timing is impeccable. I'd hoped to find you here, Adept. Ballast has finished translating the tome. Once you're ready, join us at the Mages Guild. Speak to Velast when you arrive. I'll be making preparations for your first trial. I'd hoped to find you here. Ballast will be expecting you in the Mournhold Guild Hall. I'll see you there, Adept. She did most of the hard work. I'll leave the explanation to her. Just know that Sheogorath is nowhere near as clever as he thinks. She was able to unravel his nonsense and determine where you need to go. Ha!